In Cleveland, huh? Man, Uncle Brown.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Here comes Montgomery now, the returner. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Detroit! They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit!
On 2nd down, Jackson. And he'll find his rookie tight end. It's Hayden Hurst. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
Hey, baby.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this one's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
No, I got it here.
2nd and 10, here's Jackson again. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And that's exactly why the Ravens drafted him, added him to their stable after drafting Hayden Hurst in the 1st round. A second tight end who can catch the football. He looks like a guy who's going to line up on the line of scrimmage and mash you in the running game as a blocker. But his best attributes, splitting out, catching the football almost as an extra wide receiver.
They'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Again.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
Jackson on 1st down. Snead's got it. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go all the way to the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Over!
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There goes Duke Johnson. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. A big run there by Johnson. 68 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. They'll run with Chubb. A solid move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Down at the 2. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at number 1 and 4 in the 1st round. But they circled back in the 2nd round and got a really good one to Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
They get it to him running left. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Alex Collins that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Leopard! Over!
On the ground with their leading rusher from a season ago, it's Alex Collins. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now Jackson on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Leopard!
Here's Jackson. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He was looking for Crabtree that time. And maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Watch it now.
Following the interception, Mayfield dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And again, it's Mayfield. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Well, that was excellent coverage right there, and he definitely did the right thing, showing that discretion is definitely the better part of valor. Threw it away, preserved the opportunity to kick for a field goal.
And excellent coverage. And right now the human is controlling the defense, so good job, human. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
Not the
way.
tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Back there in that Philly. Here we go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. The 30, past the 20, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though he threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Got an open man. It's Rattling. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the workout. He said things like that and his talent tipped the balance in his favor to go #1.
7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Mayfield looks to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Mayfield on play action. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting him first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it first and 10.
Green 39. Gun.
Mayfield with it once more. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Blue 90.
On second down, Mayfield again. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Now Mayfield. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get through.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive starts with a run by Collins. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Here's second and 7 now from the 28. On second down, here's Jackson. He finds an opening past the 40. Brought in left side by Snead. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now Jackson on second down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. This is taken at the 15. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Drops it off for Chubb, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashad Perriman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns move back within a couple of the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll leave it for Montgomery complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. This is Collins on the handoff. He finds some open field here. There goes Alex Collins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Alex Collins, as the first half is winding down, and the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Oh, it shifts past him. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, now, look at 56.
First down, Mayfield. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
All right, now, look at 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield on first down. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they start the second half with Johnson. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here we go now. Boom, line it.
Second down, Mayfield. He's going to flip it out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first down throw from Mayfield. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 10. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
On second down, Collins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
On first, they go right back to Collins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, Montgomery. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
reception. Here's Jackson. It's caught left side by John Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
To throw on 3rd down. Jackson is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Now Landry. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Here we go now!
Mayfield on play action. Dumping it off for Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the 2nd person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, 2nd drive, not much better. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is fielded at the 27. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now Jackson on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson now to throw again. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing is Jackson. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriots.
Now Collins. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. The first NFL pick for the rookie, Denzel Ward. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
Following the interception, Mayfield dumps this to his running back, Chubb. Got some room at the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. He can't get him down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. That's complete over the middle of the Callaway. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Lucky 56. Detroit!
They'll run the counter with Collins. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And its defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The stop was made by Jannard Avery. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
Here's Jackson. And able to find John Brown. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And that'll get them the 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. A 4th quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. The Chiefs have added on. They're pulling away in that one. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a 1st down run with Collins. There he goes inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. 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 Leopard.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On 3rd down, this is Collins. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and run forward with Collins. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. He may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Collins. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On 3rd and goal, Collins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Alex Collins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gone! 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 Detroit! 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 Detroit!
First down, Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together.